Obviously, a big weekend for what it seemed like for Charles, but what are some of the other takeaways that you had from that one?
Well, Charles definitely, had a really big long jump and moved him up in the nation very high, but he fouled on a couple that were bigger than that. So we're so excited that, to see what he's going to do in the next few meets, which is going to be much better. And I just thought that, it was our second meet. A lot of our soreness kind of got out of the way, and a lot of kids have settled in on the board track that we don't get to practice on ever, and just gave us an opportunity to be around really great teams and see what it's going to take at this level.
Coach, I'm bad with pronunciations. I'm going to go with Z, but she your high jumper there on the women's side, getting second. Can you just talk about the progress that she's made and then obviously doing well at that meet?
Yeah, Zaria has come into the last two meets and started off better than she ended the year last year, because she went to the national meet and I believe was 20th or 21st as a freshman. She's a sophomore now, and now she's already picking up and jumping higher than she ended the year. So really excited to see her getting close to that 6-foot barrier, and I think it's going to happen very quickly.
You kind of spoke on it a second ago with getting some of the soreness out. How have you seen, from the team health-wise? How are they coming along? Third meet in a row, class is starting up. How, energy-wise, what have you seen from them?
Yeah, we have not had any serious injuries since we started racing at Arkansas and then through A&M. We came out of it really good. Brandon Bray has got a rib problem that we didn't jump him, and hopefully we'll find out soon about it. But other than that, really our whole crew is pretty healthy, and going into this week at Nebraska, with a 4-team duel, and we want to try to win the meet, it's good to know that we got some healthy bodies.
Well, you touched on it there, this Adidas meet up in Nebraska. I'm not sure if you were there last year, Coach, but what to expect up there in Lincoln?
No, we didn't go last year, and we actually have never been. But Nebraska, we made a deal. They're going to come to our outdoor meet and have a quadrangular with Baylor and Wichita State and us, and we're going to go there for indoors and have a dual or quadrangular with them. But I think it's a mini conference meet because it's scored. We're going to kind of look at it that way, and I've told the team in our meeting is I want you to, some of you are going to get third place, some of you are going to get fourth place, and then of course our winners, we're trying to get those too. But you're playing a role here. Let's just go compete and make it more like we're trying to beat somebody like we're going to be doing in the near future.
Season the right way.
First place that's really what I'm chasing. I like to win most of these meets that I can, but at the first meet in Arkansas, we had good competition, but not many people I'm going to see at nationals. But at Arkansas, I saw a good long jumper from A&M that I really wanted to see if I can beat him there, and I did. Hopefully, that can transfer over to Big 12 or nationals.
I believe 4th in the nation right now with that jump, and 9th in the world. But Coach even said it. You had a couple that you fouled on that may have been much bigger than that. Seeing some of that stuff kind of raise your expectations of where you can take this year?
I knew I was 4th in the country, and looking at the national scale, I really think I can compete. And I would like to win nationals. That'd be really big. Didn't know I was 9th in the world. That's nice to hear. But I did scratch a big jump, and it is a scratch, so I don't like to look at it too much. But I do know I have something bigger in me, and I just have to get it right on a track meet and get that mark.
We didn't get a chance to talk to you last week or the week before, but as you kind of start this season, you're also in the triple and in the high. You got some jumping ability, to say the least. As you kind of see your progress in all three of these events, is it maybe becoming more obvious to you that you can be extremely successful in all three and really help your team in a number of ways?
Oh yes, that's definitely one thing. Even if I believe it, even if I didn't, Coach Thomas stresses it that we should try to be the best at everything we can do on a national scale, not just a Big 12 scale. So, in long jump, I believe I have a good mark. In triple, I want to get a good mark this weekend. In high, I believe I can get a good mark. So, anything I can do good, help out the team, help us win conference or potentially a national championship, I'll definitely do. And I believe I can do it to the best of my abilities.
Well, talking about going up to Nebraska in this Adidas event, it's kind of a team event, which is something similar to what you'll see in conference, and obviously a chance to go to a new environment. How much do you like maybe both of those elements as you go up to Lincoln?
It's gonna be a fun thing because we all talk together about what we can do, what we think we can do, and stuff like that. So it's gonna be fun up there. Then I also know another great triple jumper up there. He's from Nebraska, and he goes to school there. So it's gonna be fun to jump against him again.
We'll compete with your team.
It's exciting. Last year I didn't get to go to Nebraska. Some other people on the team did, but thinking about how much better I am doing this year, it's pretty much exciting to compete against people who are like up in higher levels. So.
What do you think you've improved the most on in your jumping, just in general?
Just a little bit more confidence than I had last year, trusting Coach Thomas and my approach more.
What do you think, maybe confidence-wise, you took out of getting second at this last meet?
Oh, the same thing that kind of took me down the first meet. Coach Thomas put the bar up at 184, and I just kind of psyched myself out. This time, I tried not to psych myself out, but at the end, I did, getting really induced into myself and trying to fix things.
Talked about growing your confidence, and as you continue to succeed, and what are some things you want to see work on to take that next step? Coach talked about trying to get that 6 foot mark, and what do you want to see from yourself improve to get towards that?
Still trusting myself. I feel like I just don't trust myself because I'm still not learning the new approach, but trying to get along with the technique itself.